Phone rings and I answer it and he says, I'm the coroner here for Richmond. And when he said that, I was like, I knowed what it was. My name is Teddy Melton, and I'm from Pikeville, Kentucky. My mom and dad had 3 kids first and then kind of waited 10 years and had a set of twins. Then they had me. We've seen a lot of things. We've seen a lot of domestic violence and a lot of, alcohol abuse, drug abuse. It did get scary sometimes. Growing up, I seen a lot of law enforcement, and, I decided, hey, this is what I'm going to do. Working this job has really changed me, going to these calls of domestic violence and saying, wow, that was me. I've been there. I know what those people are going through. You see the mom sitting over there and she's crying, and you go over to her and, I've walked over to them and hugged them and said, hey, I know you probably find this hard to believe, but my mother's in the same situation you was in, and I've seen it. My sister was more of a, I guess you would say like a tomboy, because she loved to play sports. She loved the outdoors. The one-on-one basketball games with my sister sometimes wouldn't go so well for me. I'd get mad, throw a fit, and we'd end up getting in a fight, and she'd end up most time thumping my head for me. She would lay you out cold. So, she was tough. Talked to my wife, Myra, and we ended up moving her in with us. Myra stepped up to the plate big time and, got her to all her doctor's appointments and really took great care of her. The one thing I'll never forget is when my sister's hair started falling out, and we was at the house and she asked me to shave her head. Hard, but I did it, and I'm glad I did now. She was a fighter, and she kicked, cancer's butt 3 times, and you're, tough, hardcore, and let something that stupid take you out. After my mom passed away, she was kind of lost because her and my mom, us 3 kids and my mom had a very close relationship. And I think it might have contributed some to the addiction because, you get addicted to pain pills pretty easy. Sometimes you could see and tell that, things wasn't right. Told her about, heroin and all that. I was like, you've never done that, have you? And she's like, oh, I would never do that. No, absolutely not. We got up, we went to church, come back. My brother called me and he said, hey, I feel something's not right. I contacted the Richmond Police Department and asked them to do a welfare check on her. Told them her name. They said, well, the police is at her apartment right now. I'll have one of them call you. They found my sister in her apartment, deceased, sitting Indian style on the floor, leaned over, still had her phone in her hand. 3 micrograms, I think it is, in the blood is how they measure it or whatever. Fentanyl will kill you, and she had a total of 11 in her system. So you can imagine what, it just wiped you plumb out. $10 is really what killed you, was $10. I pulled in at my parking space for my police car, and I'm sitting there just bawling. And I'm like, what is going on with me? And I remember, my sister would call me 3 or 4 times a week. And that day I didn't get a phone call. And that was like, it's not going to be, it's not there anymore. So that's hard. It's really difficult not to get that call. So, it affects you, but you got to learn how to deal with it and be strong and just move on. But you really don't. So it's hard. A lot of people in addiction, they see the police and they're like, oh, you don't know what I go through. You don't know where I come from. You don't know what I've been through. And I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I have. I know what you've been through. I've been there and done that. I've done it as a kid. I've seen it growing up. I lost my sister to it, so don't be judging me until you know who I am. I could have chosen that path this way or that way or straight down the middle, but I'm not perfect by no means, and I sin daily, but I see what the effects of it does to a family, and I see, how being in law enforcement, how you could help somebody by sharing your story with them and just saying, hey, this is where it's going to lead you to, and it'll lead you to your grave. That's where it's going to lead you to.